Okay.
You're good. Powerade. Dylan Ness, University of Minnesota.
Dylan, you're known for your flashy moves to deciding matches there with pretty much just a basic takedown. Could you talk about that?
Just wrestling smart. A lot of it, my match has been funky, but overall it's been basic at first, and then that's when I'm able to hit those big moves. And this match, they weren't really there. He's pretty strong and he's funky himself, and just kept it safe not to try to catch myself. So I just kind of wrestled smart and solid and stayed in good position and kept wrestling.
Dylan, would you describe your style of living on the edge, wrestling on the edge?
Yeah, I think most people would say that, definitely.
Could you elaborate?
It's hard to say. I feel like I'm just, it could be unpredictable. You never know what I'm going to do out there. I don't even know what I'm going to do out there. I just go out and wrestle, and most of the time I can be basic or sometimes funky, but overall, I don't know.
Your move earlier this afternoon against Green, that elevator use again. Even Derringer talks about how crazy you are to almost lay on your back to be able to do that. How are you able to do that?
How am I just, I don't really know. Just from years of doing it since I was a little kid. I don't know how I picked it up. I just did, and just good hips position, legs, and just kind of that, I guess I would say muscle, or it would be wrestling memory. Just instantly I just know where I'm at and what I'm able to do from there.
You've been in the finals before. Any different approach or things that you expect to bring into this match based on the experience of the last time?
Not really. I think I'm just going to have the same approach. I'm just going to celebrate today. I'm not even going to think about it or worry about it till tomorrow when I got to get ready to go.
The Gophers have gotten back into the team race today with a really strong day. How does that affect your wrestling out there?
Really, I'm not sure if it affects it a whole lot, but it does give you a little boost when you're out there. Just when you're, it's tough. I want to go out there and wrestle the same every time, but it just gives you a little more boost and kind of get my confidence more going, and it just brings more excitement to the fans. I think they cheering a little louder now that we're in the team race, though, and I love the crowd, so I think that gets me going.
Could you talk a bit about your brother and his influence on you, and what it would mean to you and the family to add another Ness NCAA champ?
Influenced me a lot, just from learning from him and just being my brother and being my coach and my best friend, and I've learned a lot from him, not just from wrestling but life, and he's also taught me to learn more about God and Jesus and what he did on the cross for us, and kind of learning. Before, it was kind of, I've always wrestled to try to be better than my brother, and I focused a lot on that, and that brought a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I was bringing too much pressure on myself, and these last few years I've learned to wrestle for God and just go out there and wrestle as hard as I can to give glory to him, and keep the pressure off my back, and not worried about competing with my brother, but just going out there and wrestling for God.
Take us through that last takedown sequence with setting up the ankle pick.
Yeah, it was going hard. I felt like he was getting maybe a little tired, but he was more going in defensive mode, and a lot of times when you get in that defensive mode, you kind of really you end up wrestling on your heels, and I was able to catch him off and grab that ankle and drive through, and I pretty much I was just pulling on his head, trying to get his feet moving, and like I said, he was in defensive mode, and I think he was on his heels and was just trying to run out the clock, and he wasn't, I would say maybe just not wrestling, and I kept wrestling, and I was able to hit that pick and drive forward, get the takedown. Win.
Anything else for Dylan? Dylan Ness, University of Minnesota.
One more, I just,
One more question.
thoughts about the challenge of Derringer? Obviously, also a very talented opponent.
What was the first part of that?
But what's your thoughts about, the challenge you'll have wrestling him and how you see the match going if it's going to go your way?
Yeah, I see the match going. It's probably going to be real close. Probably it's going to be like my last match, last takedown or overtime. We've wrestled each other a lot and we know each other pretty well. And once you get to know somebody and wrestle them more often, you kind of know what they're going to do, and you kind of feel how they're going to wrestle, and they kind of know how you're going to wrestle, and it gets harder and harder every time. And tomorrow could be a great match, and it's going to be a great match. I'm excited for it. He's a tough competitor and great wrestler, and he's had a great year this year, so it's going to be a good one. Be excited.
With someone you know that well, do you have one or two pieces of funk left that you can pull out he hasn't seen?
Oh, there's always been that funk, always. But probably save it only if I have to.
All right. Thank you, Dylan.